You see, this President Tinubu, you will not cease to amaze me. This your government, it don't cease to amaze. We are to the cruise. And on ourselves, we used to do this cruise. Every time, damage control. So what bank says? 139 million Nigerians living in poverty despite reform gains. What bank says? You know the way AP says, reform, we have reform. The economy is working. What bank say 139 million Nigerians are living in poverty despite the reform gains? President Tinubu can reply. Presidency rejects World Bank's poverty report, which estimated that 139 million citizens were living in poverty, describing the figure as unrealistic and detached from country's economic reality. President Tinubu, I don't know advise you to reply World Bank, but this is wrong. You dey go tell people where you dey borrow money from. Tell them say you won't use the money better your country. Where they no see what you use the money do. Talk say country poor. You say they no poor. Now let me take you back to 2024 and the money. The last time when you collect money, Tinubu government borrowed $6.45 billion from World Bank. $6.45 billion. Now, what did you people say you're going to use the money for? Some of the projects under Tinubu include loan for power, $750 million for power. We still not get lights. We not get lights. Women empowerment, $500 million. Which women who are empowered with that money? I've not seen them, because the last time I checked, our mothers are still crying. They are still crying that they know they see food chop. People where they farm, they cry. Do you understand? The economy is not favoring anybody. And you people collected $500 million for women empowerment. Now let's move on. Girls education, $700 million. Ta! Kaba, ta, la, la, la. Which girls? Which girl will I educate? Where are they? Where are they? Girl child? For Nigeria, $750 million. Now I collect. Anyways, renewable energy. When I collect $750 million, renewable. Economic stabilization reform, $1.5 billion. That's what you collected. And resource mobilization reform, $750 million. What bank where you collect from? They don't see what you use the money to. They come talk say Nigeria poor. Do you know what it means? That they say 139 million Nigerians are living in abject poverty. Inside 300 and something million Nigerians where we get. They say 139 million. That means we poor die. That being said, there's another report. Nigeria has ranked as the country with the lowest life expectancy in the world. Say with the bye. Why Nigeria has low life expectancy? High disease burden. Disease like malaria, HIV, tuberculosis, and preventable infection remains widespread. Poverty, poor access to healthcare. We don't get good healthcare. Many rural areas lack hospital, medical staff, and essential medicines. And when they collect big loan, and you say World Bank they lie. This no be report from World Bank. South African what's that? Environmental and security factor. Pollution and poor sanitization, unsafe drinking water, and poor hygiene lead to health complications. Conflict and insecurity, violence and displacement disrupt healthcare services and reduce access of treatment. So as you can see, lowest life expectancy, Nigeria might be number one. Inside how many countries? Nigeria is number one. You see what they outline? Conflict and insecurity. So these reasons, all these conflict and insecurity, environmental security factors, high disease burden, poor access to healthcare, all of this now make people like the cut short. And guess what? All these things are very, very avoidable if you can put the right things in place. And guess what? We also have the right things to be put in place, but we just have bad leaders. Nothing there where no they're achievable. Nothing. So basically, they are saying, according to the report, Nigeria has the lowest expectancy in the world, averaging just 54.6 years. Now, the person to live long for Nigeria, now 54 years. Highest, if it's too much, 60 years. Insecurity, disease, poor healthcare. See, and the list I'm there. And now they collect big money from one, and World Bank talk, you say na lie. Now again, I say na lie. But I not be say I expect them to admit, because I've never seen, since when they bought me for Nigeria, right? I never see government where invest in PR and damage control like this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime, and I've never seen. They spend a lot of money. They will rather pay you, may you talk good about them, than may you work. That's why you go see, say, different influencers. This is working, when I take patient and all. This government will rather pay you. They will rather pay than make the contact true. But may God help all of us in Nigeria, man. At the end of the day, we might get it right. Anyways, peace out. Nigeria, you're gonna learn, and you'll learn the hard way. Don't play.